Fergus is a small railway traction engine who works on the island of Sodor. One day, he was on his way to the quarry. He had a special job to do for Sir Topham Hatt. "Hello," whistled Thomas. "Where are you going?" "To the quarry."
Is he now? Must be his first day because I don't think anyone knew of this guy before. But that's cool. A rail traction engine. Kind of reminds me of another traction engine who was saved many seasons ago. While at Maithwaite, Thomas warned Fergus of Bill and Ben, whom he didn't seem to be discouraged by.
Fergus arrived at the quarry. He went to work with Mavis and the twins. "I'm afraid the freight cars are in a mess," said Mavis.
"Not to worry, we'll soon sort them out."
Bill and Ben were delighted. "Now we'll have some fun," whistled Ben.
Figures these two little bees would want to rattle his cage. And, I don't know. Mavis with a southern accent? It just doesn't seem like the best fit. But that's far from the troubles that came next. Both Bill and Ben began their usual business of causing problems, and Fergus wasn't having it.
Bill banged his freight cars hard. Some rocks fell onto the track.
"Do it right!"
Fergus ordered. Bill didn't like being ordered about by a traction engine.
"Don't interfere!"
He snapped back. Then Ben pushed his freight cars to block the line.
Oh yeah, that's great, Ben. Way to make things difficult. How is Ben's driver okay with this? Why isn't Fergus's driver saying anything to the yard manager? I swear, if Boko was here, these two yellow bing-bongs would not be doing any of this. And if there was one thing Fergus did that Boko didn't, it was saying the line, "Do it right."
"Wait for the all-clear signal," Fergus called to Bill and Ben. "Do it right."
"There he goes again," puffed Bill.
"Do it right. From morning till night. Keep your funnel out of our quarry," huffed Ben.
Okay, that was hilarious. Especially for Brandon since he's new to the show. Making an engine mock another engine because of something they say, I don't think has ever been done before, and it's clever. I feel bad for Fergus, though. He is just trying to help. Thankfully, they left Fergus with Mavis for a bit.
The twins were still thinking about Fergus.
"He's just an old fusspot,"
said Bill.
"He's always saying, 'Do it right.'"
"Well, the next thing he tells us to do," wheezed Bill,
"We'll do it wrong."
Oh gosh, don't you two know that never leads to anything good? Have you two dinglehoppers learned anything? And I see some of Mavis's original jargon got in there. Fusspot? There was only one engine who used to say that, and she works at the quarry. And what the twins were actually moving was a rock crusher. Wait a second, why can't they just use Thumper from Season 5? Oh yeah, he died. No, not really, but this would have been a good time maybe to use him again.
"The blasting has made that rock face unsafe," warned Fergus. "Don't go near it. Do it right."
But the twins took no notice of Fergus and were very naughty.
Oh, come on, guys. This is not the time to be unsafe. But they did. Instead of listening to Fergus, they made a crap ton of noise and began to invite Boulder's little cousins to come crashing down. You know, I guess them being heroes in the self-titled episode of Season 3 was all just for laughs. Because the real hero was someone else.
"Look out!"
cried Fergus, and he rushed forward, and he bumped Bill and Ben out of the way. His driver jumped to safety as the rocks began to fall. But Fergus was covered in rocks right up to his funnel.
Lord, that is bad. Poor Fergus. What a shame. To think he was managing just fine at the quarry until those two knuckle buffers decided to cause this. I hope Top Hat rescinds his hero award for these two. And where was Mavis when all this happened? She snoozing or something? No. She was around anyway to help get Fergus out.
Fergus was free. Bill and Ben were ashamed.
"We shouldn't have been so naughty," said Bill. "We're very sorry," added Ben.
"Good," smiled Fergus.
"From now on, we can all do it right together."
That sounds like a good idea, considering Fergus isn't mad either. I like the fact that he still wanted to work with the twins even though they did something really reckless. As for the character himself, Fergus is a cool little engine even though he can be repetitive at times and has a nasally voice. The fact that the writers made Bill and Ben recognize that, though, was funny. Plus, Michael Brandon's way of saying it added to the hilarity. It was also nice to see a different kind of traction engine, although seeing Trevor again would have been good too. I feel like Trevor's last major contribution was in Season 3. What would have been awesome is seeing Trevor and Fergus having a story together. Yeah! And while Mavis, on the other hand, has been in all seasons since her first showing from Season 3, she does need a little more attention. Just not with that southern accent. I've been referencing Season 3 a lot, haven't I? That's odd. Just like the number 3. Dang it. Anyway, locations were pretty much standard. While no new places were featured, viewers did get to see the Farquhar Quarry from yet another perspective. All this does is make the quarry look like there's plenty of places to get rock from. It just adds to the scope. As for music, I realize now that certain themes I so fondly recall are from the O'Donnell and Campbell era. That's their tune. Not the one featured here, though. Welk and Hartshorn's theme for Fergus is certainly not as lively, but it's still cute for the little guy. I do see, though, they didn't play Bill and Ben's theme either. This'll take some time to get used to, people. Next episode is The Old Bridge. Thanks for watching.